A First Nation near White River is taking action to protect its local fishery. Good evening and thank you for joining us. It's happening at Netamazagamig Nishnabeg, formerly known as Pic Mobert First Nation.
Community officials say the Ministry of Natural Resources hasn't acted to prevent commercial-scale fishing on White Lake. Lee Noonan is in studio to tell us more. Lee?
Thank you, Riley. The First Nation has established a checkpoint off Highway 17 and they're monitoring fishing activities in their territory. The chief says they want to protect the local walleye population during the sensitive spawning season. Lands and Resources workers with Netamazagamig Nishnabeg will be out on White Lake and manning a checkpoint just off the highway for the duration of the walleye spawning season. Their goal is to prevent netting and commercial-scale fishing in their territory.
We are people of White Lake, Netamazagamig. Fish is our food source here, and it's important for our future generation too. So we fish in a sustainable way, and when we fish in a sustainable way, it allows us to think 7 generations ahead for our youth, the young people, the future generations, that they have fish available as well.
Chief Louis Kwisawa says they are taking the matter into their own hands after years of calling on the Ministry of Natural Resources to, quote, do their jobs and prevent unethical and unsustainable fishing practices on White Lake. Kwisawa says Ontario and the MNRF have failed the First Nation.
We've had no response from them. They're not here. They haven't been here. So we're just going to take our role as stewards of the land and to do what we're supposed to be doing. And we're doing that here right now.
Kwisawa says there's a particular concern with the MNRF overlooking non-members who assert Aboriginal fishing rights in Netamazagamig Nishnabeg territory. A spokesperson for the ministry says they're encouraging a dialogue-based solution and that conservation officers routinely patrol White Lake and will investigate matters on a case-by-case basis. Kwisawa says protecting the lake is a matter of sovereignty.
Over the years, we've been asserting our jurisdiction, and a part of asserting our jurisdiction is looking after our lakes and looking after the fish and looking after all the wildlife around here, and that's who we are, and we'll continue to assert our jurisdiction to protect our fish and waters.
The White Lake checkpoint has received support from Marathon Mayor Rick Dumas and Bigtagun Nishnabeg Chief Duncan Michano. It will be manned 24/7 until the end of the walleye spawn, which is expected to last until mid to late May. Lee Noonan, TBT News.